Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie and I moved homes. As you can see, I am in a new location. More to that a little bit later, but here's the state of things. Everything is still very much on the floor, very disorganized. So I'm going to show you what we are working with today, and then we're going to organize it together, which is really the most exciting part of the year for me, at least, because I get to play with my wool, I get to organize it, rearrange it, and I'm going to fill up this beautiful shelf once again. This is what we're working with. All of this is like wool, sewing stuff, etc. And all of that needs to go into the shelf. I'm going to show you what I changed. I redid the wallpaper. I've now got this beautiful like foresty one. I didn't have enough of it. It's like one of those sticky wallpaper thingies. I did that with the last one on the shelf as well, and I wanted just to like have a little change, so I decided to use this one. I didn't have enough, so down here it's very like patchy, mismatched, etc. But I don't think you'll really see it because it's going to be filled with wool again anyways. So the plan of action, I'm gonna take everything out of the shelf once again. I'm gonna put everything on the floor, all of the wool. I'm gonna reorganize it. If you've seen my other video, you will know I've had a huge moth problem, so quite a lot of the stuff is eaten up by moths. I think I sorted it now, so we'll try the shelves once again. But I know I just have way too much. I want to get rid of the wool and try and sell it, like the one that doesn't spark joy anymore, that doesn't, like, I'm not inspired by it. So let's get everything on the floor. Let's get the sewing bit on one side, all of the wool on the other, and then we'll go from there. I made these like project bags a few years ago. I sewed all of these myself and I wanted to sell them. They're all beautiful in my opinion. They're all like really beautifully lined. I don't know, I don't think I got around to selling them, or no one wanted them, so I'm stuck with all of these like pouches and bags, and I don't really know what to do with them because I already have so many project bags. But then again, I don't want to give them away and like donate them. I mean, I could always do that as like worst case scenario. But I'm kind of attached to them and I really want to give them to like other knitters that I know they will be in good hands. I don't know. I'll probably keep them just for now. I don't know where to put them. We are here once again, lying in a pile of wool and just being completely happy, but also very, very overwhelmed because I have so much wool and I only have one shelf. I do have some plastic boxes which you've seen me tip out all of this wool out of, but I'm not gonna be keeping all of them. I'd like to keep maybe 2 if I can help it, to leave like one side boxed up on the side of the shelf, because I can manage that space wise. Contemplate my life choices, figure out the next step, because I realized I wanted to track my stash properly this year, and my laptop is in the office, so I'm gonna have to go and grab that in order to do the thing that I want to do properly. So let's go for a short trip and then come back and sort all of this out, hopefully all of it, in a short amount of time, or at least as short as I can do it, because I'm already tired, I'm already overstimulated. The washing machine you might hear in the background. Why did I buy so much yarn? Laptop secured. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rearrange my yarn. I'm gonna organize it by what's sock yarn, what is hand dyed yarn / really special yarn, and then summer yarn is going to be on its own shelf, just like I had with my last organization system, and the rest will just be put into one place. I'm also going to have to divide out the yarn that has been eaten by moths, because obviously that's not a full ball anymore. I'm gonna see how much I can save of it, if I can save any, and that is my plan of action now. So I organised it as best as I could. I look very dishevelled. But here is what I've got. So let's start here. All of these are just single skeins of yarn. I don't know what to do with that just yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. These are genuine scraps, like half used up bits and bobs of yarn, etc. I'm not really gonna log any of that. Then we have all of my wool. All of this is like wool, but now the skeins are organized once again with like its counterpart. Then here is a pile of like really special stuff. I've got my mohair, which I will definitely put in one of these plastic boxes, because I don't want anything to happen to it. Also my special skeins of yarn. This is just yarn that's either hand dyed or I got from a trip, etc. This is mostly wool knit up here, and just like some, I used to have 2 sweaters this one and this one, and then I unraveled it because I didn't like it. I didn't have enough yarn, so I'm stuck with like these caked up balls of yarn, which I don't really know yet if I want to reuse it again. Down here we have all of the summer yarn. Here's mostly alpaca. I still need to separate the alpaca because some of it has been eaten by moths. The summer yarn is fine, like no issue there. I've got my knitting for olive bits. Up here is all of my sock yarn. This will need a special place because this didn't used to be in a shelf. It used to be in a different one, but now I've only got this shelf, so it needs to fit. And then I've got a different category which all of the yarn is in this basket here for now. It's like, these are all skeins that are technically used for a project, but some of them, like some of the projects have been really old and I've not worked in them for a year now or half a year, etc. So technically the yarn is in use, but at the same time I'm not actively using it, so I don't know if I want to put it in the shelf or keep it separate or just put it at the very front just in case I pick up that project once again, so I know where it is. The same with the yarn I've got on the bed, because I know that one definitely is an active whip and I also am working on that one, so I want to keep that out of the way and have it all like in one place. So yeah, plan of action for now is, now that I've organised it, I will have to go through my spreadsheet, see if the yarn is correct. I know the sock yarn definitely isn't. I might have to weigh some of it. I'm not too sure if I really want to do that, especially with the sock yarn. I want to keep a different category with like scraps and single skein scraps, so I need to update that one. And then I can finally put it in the shelf, which is hopefully very soon. the final look. I am incredibly happy with how it turned out. I know there's still a lot to do. I still have to sort out the wool that has been eaten by moths. I have to sort out all the boxes that are still like lying and flying around, but it's already a huge improvement. Up here I've got all my sewing stuff. This shelf is yarn I don't really have any plans for, and this one I kind of do. I've already also got a woolly knit section in the back here, so I now have all of the yarn in one place. Most of this is Drops yarn, Drops Charisma. Down here I've got my knitting books displayed finally for the very first time, and all of my hanks. I used to have these in a plastic box because they are really special, but I just don't have the space anymore, so for now they live here. I might change that in the future. Then down here is all of my summer yarn and my sock yarn, so I could fit that in really nicely as well. And then we'll just have fabric and sewing stuff, etc., like other bits and bobs. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to my channel if you did, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!